Welcome everyone to another episode of Reese's Roundup. I'm your host, the Lightning Kid himself. Oh, y'all didn't see what I was doing. My shirt, I was wringing out my shirt because it's really hot outside. The Lightning Kid himself, and today it is scorching outside, guys. Oh my goodness. What's the 93? No, that's an understatement. Guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about Carmelo Anthony, because Carmelo Anthony is not playing basketball yet. Still, I mean, the guy was just declined from playing on Team USA this season, or this for the next year, whenever the Olympics is. Anyway, and I recently watched his interview on First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and it just got me to thinking, like, why? Like, really, why isn't Carmelo Anthony playing in the NBA? Should he be playing in the NBA? That's the question for today's topic. And yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. There's at least, I counted, guys, there's at the very least 14 out of the 14 out of the 30 NBA teams that he should be playing for. 14. I don't see why he can't play for the Hornets, go back to the Knicks. Hell, the Grizzlies could use him. I mean, there's so many. There's Chicago, Miami. I don't know why this guy can't play in the league. I mean, you've seen his videos, his recent workout videos. He's still good at shooting. The guy is a good mid-range volume shooter. But, you know, and you can't base his like whole career or like how he is currently from what he did in OKC and Houston. He just wasn't used correctly in those two organizations. OKC didn't use him right. Houston barely gave him any playing time, or, you know, barely gave him a role in that situation. So I don't know. I just don't see why he can't be on a team. Like he said in the interview, there's no reason why he shouldn't make a 15-man roster. And the only things that I could think of is that, you know, he doesn't want to come off the bench. Now, he did say in his First Take interview that he doesn't mind coming off the bench. But I think, you know, I think that's a little bit untrue. I don't think he's right about that. Like, I don't think he's telling the truth there. I think Melo wants to be a starter. I don't see why. I mean, everybody in the NBA wants to be a starter, you know? And Melo is a good player. He's not as good as he thinks he is anymore, and that's the problem. He's not as good as he thinks he is, but he's still a good player that should be on a team. Good enough to come off the bench, and I don't think he wants to come off the bench. He's just saying, hey guys, I'll play for you if I come up. Like, I'll come off the bench if I can play for you. That's just his way of saying, you know, sign me, I will play for you. But I don't think that's necessarily true. Melo has a big ego, and he's been a starter his whole career. And it does suck to have to take a lesser role than that. But if you want to play, you're going to have to play by, you know, that team's rules. And if they're telling you, hey, you can be a great player as a sixth man rather than an okay player as a starter, then you want to take that position. You know, and I don't see why you would argue against it. Another thing is, as to why a team might not want him, is Max Kellerman said it best. He's a one-dimensional player. The guy's not really too good at shooting threes. He won't pass. Like, he's not good at passing. I think he has a career average of 2 assists per game, like, for your career. I get it, you're a small forward. Your goal is to, you know, shoot, score, you know, and not really think about passing or assisting, but that's pretty low for Melo. He's an ISO ball kind of guy. And you know, teams nowadays don't really look for that, except for Houston, and you know how that went in Houston. So they want a guy that can, you know, just pass around and score efficiently. And the guy can't play defense. I don't know how many games I've seen of this guy just giving up on defense, being lackluster, just not helping or contributing at all defensively. And teams need a guy that can play defense, not just go down, hit a mid-range shot, and come back and just wait until the next offensive possession. So, should Carmelo Anthony be on a team? Yes, but he has to have a different role than he's used to. That's all I can say. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys want to see for the next video. I'm out. Peace.